Hey UConn Nation, it's KK Arnold here. If you're looking for the latest UConn women's basketball content, go subscribe to Listen Up to Phil and Ryan. Go Huskies!
Welcome back from West Palm Beach, Florida. Phil and Ryan on Listen Up. Ryan, I know you have to give us just a little recap of that beautiful vacation that you took down south, even though we're picking up where we left off again in the series. And we are talking about Cadence Samuels. Also, I know you like to call this prime time, huh? This is actually a different time than we're used to, but hey, Friday Night Lights coming to you on June 23rd, 8 o'clock. Hello, UConn Nation. Ryan, how was the trip?
Yeah, it was good. Definitely really refreshing to just get away for a little bit, relax by the beach and go on the ocean, stuff like that. So yeah, we had a really good time. Nice weather, really pretty humid, of course, this time in Florida, of course, always humid, but my favorite state, of course. And yeah, it was really fun to just get away for a little bit, but really excited to get back here on the pod with you and talk about UConn and go continue on this the list of players and finish out the whole roster.
Hey, look, I know it's not that, Phil or Ryan doesn't like to talk about these incoming freshmen, but hey, everyone, we have to give credit to everyone who has been coming through. Thank you, and commenting on the videos. And a big reason why, especially during the off season, especially now during this series specifically, Ryan, because I told you, very challenging to break down these players. Say, hey, Ryan, how much time are they going to get? How much playing time are they going to get? What to expect out of them, right? And it's so tough because, again, we've never seen them put on a UConn Huskies jersey, let alone play on the court. Even if they join the team early, usually we only see them sitting on the side. So with that said, thank you. Thank you to all of our subs who have came through and have joined the discussion, helping us break down each incoming freshman. I know I kind of will be glad to switch over to the to the players. Not that I'm not saying I'm not excited about these freshmen again, but Ryan, can't wait to actually talk about some of the players that we already know what to expect out of them. And hey, I think you can argue every player coming back on this roster from previous years. There's a lot of high expectations, just like every year in UConn. I don't think that ever changes. Ryan, Cadence Samuels. Let's talk about her. I think this might be other than KK Arnold, obviously you and I are close to her. I think, hey, this might be one of my most favorite freshmen to talk about, and that's Cadence Samuels. She was assigned the number 4 on her jersey, Ryan. And why? Bishop McNamara High School. That's why I can't wait to talk about her this evening on this Friday with you out of Fortsville, Maryland. So I looked at you and I was like, Ryan, is this correct? It says MD, Maryland. Hey, how about that? So if you look, I mean, I was checking out if you remember the game, it was St. John and Bishop McNamara 70-54. But hey, even though it looks like Cadence Samuels was on the losing side during that game, a lot of great highlights that I saw out of this player. I mean, she can get to the rim very quick. She has a lot of speed. She has a knack for getting to the ball when the ball comes loose, when the opposing player has it, steals. I haven't seen that many blocks yet. I'll keep looking in the tape when you go. With that said, the scouts gave her a 94, so she stands at 6'2". Definitely the size is there. I like to see, obviously, I guess, a little more. She knows how to get the opposing teams in foul trouble. But again, it's so tough to tell, Ryan. So we turn it over to you again, like always, and we say, well, how much playing time will she get, if any? And what do you expect out of her not only this year, but I guess don't jump too far ahead. But just, I guess, this year, it's hard to talk about. These freshmen could blossom next year and years after, but let's just focus on this year.
Yeah, it's hard not to talk about the future sometimes because it definitely looks pretty bright for UConn
Oh,
with all
yeah.
these freshmen we're bringing in this year, and of course having the privilege to talk about them and getting their numbers, getting to see them in a UConn jersey, even though they haven't played in an actual game yet. So, like we said, definitely some really exciting stuff, and I'm glad to go over each and every player. Like I said, definitely gets a little more exciting as we keep going down on this list and eventually get to some of the seniors and, of course, get to see them play for one last time. At Cadence Samuels, I mean, just like all the freshmen on this team, and especially the three players that we have coming out of high school, really, really exciting, fresh talent on this team that brings some exciting new talents and unique things to this team. And I think Cadence is a little taller, like you said, around 6'1", 6'2", somewhere in that range. Google has different heights listed, but I'm pretty
I
sure
know, is it these players must grow, these young ladies must grow overnight, right? I mean,
yeah.
it happens within a week. I mean, because I'm like you, I look everywhere. First I see, well, they're about 5'9". Next thing you know, Ryan, they're about 6'6".
Yeah, crazy. But Cadence is a little bit taller than KK and Ashlyn, so she does have the upper hand on the two there. But I think just like KK and Ashlyn, I think Cadence brings some similar things, like you said, agility, shot making. I think with Cadence, she has a really unique kind of knack of getting to the rim and scoring. So I think for UConn, bringing a lot of these freshmen in, I think Gino and the coaches are looking most forward to their scoring ability on the court. And of course, the defense comes along as time goes, and they get to kind of adapt to this system that Gino has built here in UConn. So as they practice and get along with their teammates in this system, I think Gino coaches their defense over time, and that's how they eventually gain the trust. But these are really talented and gifted offensive players. So, usually scoring isn't a problem for mostly all UConn teams. So I think for many years to come, hopefully, of course, the offense, I don't think will have any concerns or problems with scoring the ball. So definitely it's really exciting when you get to see your favorite team, but specifically UConn, just knocking down threes and just scoring with they make it so easy. We've watched in the past couple years and talked about them so much on this podcast, and a lot of it has been the defense, but really, really exciting how perfect they make it seem sometimes, how they set some things up on offense. So definitely looking forward specifically for Cadence to just continue to learn in this system, work on some defensive things. But I can't imagine how gifted she's going to be as she stays at UConn for the next couple of years, and how much better she can get as an offensive talent.
Yeah, again, this is I'm actually looking now, and I see our video from June the 27th of last year. So Huskies land 2023 recruit Cadence Samuels. Shout out to Austin again, our producer, for that video. Hey, Ryan, again, we talk about a scoring machine. You said it right. I'd like to see maybe a little bit more aggressive, her being a little bit more aggressive on defense, maybe improving on defense. Hey, it's way early. We get it. So there's a lot of time to improve. Again, this is Cadence Samuels right out of Maryland, Ryan, ranked number 35 in the 2023 class. And she will join number 6 guard Ashlyn Shade and number 7 point guard, our good friend, right, KK Arnold. Ryan, let's go ahead and get down into some comments. I know your favorite part of the show. Jason D'Amico, and this is from 11 days ago already, Ryan. So time flies before you took off for Florida. This was Huskies forward Yana El Alfie. Jason D'Amico, never seen Yana play, so I have no idea what to expect from her. Hopefully she can deliver the boom. Great show, fellas, and have a safe trip, Rye. Peace.
Thank you, thank you. Well, I definitely did. It was definitely a lot of fun, like I said. But Yana, I think we talked about her. I think she definitely brings a pretty unique talent, and her height definitely plays a pretty big role in how big she is down there in the paint. I watched her a little bit. I think it was in one of the World Games where she played, and it definitely is pretty fun to watch her. She definitely is a pretty gifted athlete and gifted talent. Bringing in another player from yet another country is definitely really exciting too. And I'm sure a lot of people really haven't seen her play, and I think that really makes it more exciting when Gino brings these players in from different countries. They get to bond on the team, and it really does make a special bond with all of the players. And we talk about the chemistry a lot, and I think that plays a huge role in what makes everybody come together. But Yana, definitely really excited to watch her play this season. I was hoping we get to see her play last season, but just came early to to the team to practice with them. Definitely has the upper hand going into this season. So hoping at least we get to see Yana play in a couple games off the bench this year.
This is something that we will definitely cover more as the month of August approaches. I feel bad we've kind of ignored this topic. Steve goes, what do you think about the summer games in Europe? How good is the competition? I can't lie. I haven't looked into it that much yet, Ryan. But again, summer basketball, August basketball, it's very interesting.
Yeah, we have to look more into that, and probably we should probably do an episode
Yeah.
on that. I remember seeing that, and I think I saw something while I was on vacation. Got a lot of UConn news. I believe it was Ayanna Patterson, who they said would not be available in that Europe trip. I believe
Okay.
she did have surgery, pretty recently, so I don't think she'll be available for that trip, that Europe trip. But definitely something to definitely get excited for. There's definitely going to be some talent that we haven't seen, and some interesting teams that UConn, it would probably potentially play. So definitely probably have to look more into that and do an episode on that.
About one more, Richard Bueller. Good to see Richard come through again. Hey guys, I am enjoying your shows on the Huskies. I need a good BB fix, so I signed up for League Pass. I love to follow the former Huskies playing in the league. I've been watching New York in particular. Stewie and Steph Dolson are shining, and Maureen Johans, wow, she is exactly what the league needs. I could watch her highlight shows all day. The whole team reminds me of the Huskies. I hope I didn't mess up here because I know you guys decided not to do a New York thing. In any case, keep up your good work. I'll be watching. Definitely. Hey, Ryan, we can't ever say a comment is a mess up unless it's absolutely unnecessary and rude, if you will. But hey, in getting back on topic, no, I mean I enjoy. I wish, Ryan, that we could have more time to do it. Unfortunately, you and I do not for personal reasons. But hey, the WNBA, we talk about it, Ryan. This is kind of going off topic as far as Richard's comment, but again, the bigger picture. Hey, I don't think Ryan's the only one that dreams of one day waking up and having 30 WNBA teams.
Yeah, it's something we've mentioned on the podcast, and hopefully down the road we do eventually get to talk about it some more. And I know it's definitely something that both of us are really passionate about, and we do love watching the WNBA. Been watching Enrique this season. She's been going off. Las Vegas Aces look pretty much unbeatable at times. Liberty seem to be doing pretty good. But the point is definitely really exciting talent, and I think it has been getting more and more exciting to watch as the years go by. But obviously we talked about how the draft is so short, and how there's so many talented women that come out of college and don't really get the opportunity because there's not a lot of drafting rounds. There's not a lot of roster spots to begin with for
Yeah.
these teams. And so little teams to begin with, like you said. So league expansion to so many different things down the road that we hope that happens sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I received a gift, a shirt in the mail. This was months back, and it had I wish I would have it now, but I don't. I know we have to go, Ryan, and it just had a quote or a comment about how many Major League Baseball players, or how much Major League Baseball talent is out there, maybe in the minor leagues or never even made it to the minors, that we don't know about. Well, same goes especially for women's basketball.
Yeah.
How how many ladies are out there they could play deeper into their careers, meaning professional basketball, and they just do not get the opportunity to, which is very sad and unfortunate.
Yeah, and I think the huge difference is with baseball, basketball, football, pretty much with all the other sports, there's kind of a minor league system or kind of one step down from the professional leagues. And unfortunately, with women's basketball, we don't have anything like that. If these women don't get drafted from from college directly into the WNBA, or it doesn't work out as they get signed undrafted and they get cut, there's nowhere else for them to play other than overseas somewhere. So there's not really any minor league system for them to play in and get called up or possibly drafted again, or some sort of stuff like that. So hopefully down the road, like I said, we can get some expansion and get a lot more talent into the game. It would definitely be really fun and exciting to see.
And Ryan, like I told you the last time, and I'll say it again, it's Friday. So that means it's time to go make stories for Monday. The work never stops. Phil and Rye on Listen Up.